In this episode, we learned how a Skyhawk overcame his fear of heights, discussed the new waist circumference portion of the force evaluation, put the commander of the Royal Canadian Navy on the clock in a new feature, and also hear what the Governor General says about the Canadian Armed Forces in his new book. Welcome back to Defense Team News. I'm Jill Classen.
And I'm Captain Shalako Smith. Here's what's going on defense for the week of May 2nd.
On recent episodes of Defense Team News, we've been talking about the new Force Fitness Profile and the new tools that will better allow Personnel Support Program staff to assess the fitness of members. Our own Captain Shalako Smith recently spoke with Daryl Allard, Director of Fitness for PSP staff, to discuss the program.
So Daryl, the question we're getting the most from CAF members about the new Force Fitness Profile exam is the waist circumference. What can you tell us about this test?
It's new for the Canadian Forces, but it's a common evaluation for our allies, and it's certainly supported by a lot of the research and by the World Health Organization as waist circumference as an independent predictor of certain type of health conditions, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and even certain type of cancer, irregardless of an individual's height.
Okay, great. And can you walk us through the test super quick?
Absolutely. So Ryan, our fitness staff here, is going to be testing the members. So the first thing he's going to do is to give them the option of doing the test behind the blue mat to increase privacy. From there, the member will earmark the top of their hip bone, which will serve as a landmark, and pivot in a circle around amongst themselves. Yeah. So Ryan will make sure that the tape measure is straight, wait for the member to do a normal expiration, and measure the waist circumference to the nearest 0.5 centimeter. The result is then inputted in the eFit system, which is used to calculate part of the health-related fitness score.
Okay, thanks for that, and keep watching Defense Team News for future installments of the Force Fitness Profile.
Thanks, Shalako. We are also launching a new segment where we put defense leaders on the clock. The challenge is to answer as many questions as they can in 60 seconds. First up to the plate is Vice Admiral Mark Norman.
Do I have any work-related regrets? Vice Admiral Mark Norman, in 60 seconds. What are your hobbies? Skiing, working on cars, and staying out of trouble.
You can find the full video in the related links.
Captain Jake Porter was once afraid of heights, but now he paints the sky maple leaf red, performing daring aerial acrobats for the Skyhawks. Here's a clip from our latest CAF story where Captain Porter explains how he overcame his fear and thrills audiences everywhere.
I had been terrified of heights beforehand, but it's probably about the best shock therapy you can get. It gave me a bit of a love for parachuting. Captain Jake Porter, I'm presently the team captain of the Skyhawks, Canadian Armed Forces parachute.
What's your story? Tell us using the hashtag MyCAFStory or email us at the address listed on the screen.
Mental Health Week marks its 65th anniversary in Canada when it kicks off on May 2nd. Defense team members are encouraged to get involved in this year's campaign and embrace the theme, Get Loud. Getting loud means speaking up to stop the discrimination and stigma often associated with mental illness. It means using your voice to raise awareness and build support for someone at work, for someone at home, and for yourself. Minister Harjit Sajjan had this to say about Mental Health Week.
During Mental Health Week, I would like all of you to think about your own mental health. Ask yourself 2 questions. How am I really doing, and what could I do to improve my overall mental health? In our busy lives, it can be easy to overlook the health impact of daily stressors. Sometimes we even ignore the symptoms of mental illness. Taking care of yourself is important. Otherwise, how can you take care of those who depend on you, like your family, friends, and co-workers?
For tips on how to keep your mental health in check, visit the mental health website on the Defense Team Intranet.
The Governor General of Canada, the Right Honourable David Johnston, recently published a new book entitled Idea of Canada that is a compilation of 50 letters written during his tenure as Governor General and Commander-in-Chief of Canada. A few of the letters are related to His Excellency's respect for CAF members, his time visiting bases and wings, and leadership at Defence. We spoke to His Excellency about why he highlighted the CAF in his book.
When I think of the idea of Canada, a good portion of that is how we have created institutions that both protect us and to help us play our role in peace and resolution of conflict in the world. And so I've done a couple of letters to reflect on those particular contributions to the idea of Canada.
Stay tuned to future episodes for a full-length interview with our Commander-in-Chief.
Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II recently celebrated her 90th birthday. Everyone is invited to send a birthday message through a special website that's been created for this wonderful occasion. All messages will be compiled into an album and presented to Her Majesty by the Governor-General of Canada. And now here's what happened this week in Canadian military history.
On May 4th, 1910, the Canadian Navy, later designated as the Royal Canadian Navy, is authorized after royal assent is given to the Naval Service Act of Canada.
Regular force members and reservists, it's not too late for you to add your thoughts, experience, and opinions to the Statistics Canada survey on sexual misconduct in the Canadian Armed Forces. Your responses are completely confidential and will help provide valuable information to influence the execution of Operation Honor as the CAF works towards elimination of harmful and inappropriate sexual behaviors. The deadline is fast approaching, so act quickly.
For more information on this or anything else mentioned in the episode, visit the Defense Team intranet site, and we will see you next time.
For Defense Team News.